Thank you, sir.
All right. So let me start with congratulating you. So being a fresher, you got into data analyst job as you aimed for, pursued the career direction. Congratulations for you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, this is a success story webinar. Essentially, the goal is to understand your journey so that it will inspire other aspirants, learners who are aiming for the similar roles. Okay. So you can just give me your academic profile. You are a fresher, as I know. You are a fresher, right?
Yeah, sir.
All right. Oh, great. So you can just tell me about yourself, your profile, before you pursued the course with DataMites. Yeah, go ahead, Sherin.
Yeah, I'm Sherin and I'm from Kerala. And I completed a master's in physics from Cochin University of Science and Technology. And after my post-graduation, I relocated to Bangalore and joined DataMites for data science course. Soon after my post-graduation. So,
you're from physics background.
yeah.
Okay, so you don't know any programming before joining this course?
No, sir, I'm an absolute beginner in the programming and everything. Like during my master's, like we have some projects, so we need some Python like coding and all. So what we then there is like we are taking course from somewhere and we are analyzing that. That only I'm knowing about, but I'm not I'm unable to write a code by myself. So after joining DataMites only, I tried from the base, like I learned from the basics and I learned.
Which batch are you from? DataMites batch?
Like I joined in end of the June month.
2022.
Yeah.
So you're a new batch, right? So
Yeah.
So you just completed the course, aren't you?
Yeah, so just completed like while doing my internship projects I got.
Okay, during internship, like in the phase 3, during the course itself, you got placed.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Glad to know that. So you are not a programmer. So how did you feel about learning Python? How much time it took for you to learn Python? How difficult was it?
Yeah, obviously in the beginning it is little bit tough, but they are teaching us from the very basic things, from what you call like from variable to the advanced level. So each during the training program, since they are teaching us from this basic things, I'm going with their flow. From classroom we are getting some extract, and after that on the same topic I'm researching by myself, and from there by slowly I developed my Python skills, and after some time it becomes like easy to me.
What was the duration? How many weeks you spent before you are comfortable with Python?
Not in beginning I'm like whole time I'm practicing with Python and all, and after starting with statistics and machine learning also I'm learning Python.
Okay, so about 4 weeks, a month,
yeah.
you'd
Yeah.
say? Yeah, that's on an average is correct. So from absolutely zero programming knowledge to becoming comfortable with Python took you about 1 month. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Right. Okay. How much time you spent apart from the classroom? Classroom, I think 2.5 hours. After that, how much time you spent by yourself?
Yeah, around 3 hours per day. Like after 2 hours of classroom training, the same topic I'm referring LMS also. Like LMS also is available on the same topic. So I'm watching that video, and also in some YouTube videos I'm referring, and I try to write code by myself. So like in the beginning I'm spending more time on Python, like more than 3-4 hours.
LMS, you mean DataMites Learning Management System?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, cool. So you haven't referred any other Python books? Are you able to?
Videos,
only the DataMites videos and FutureSkills. Okay, wonderful. How did you feel statistics? You're not from statistics background, right?
Yeah, in physics, I am aware of statistics which needed for physics. Like in terms of numbers and graphs, we are dealing with that. But for Python, it is like really a new concept. But for me, it is since it is dealing with more numbers and graphs now, it is like easy to get into that. So statistics, I didn't feel that much difficult. Also, like I referred many books on statistics, also like a practical statistics for data science and some other books and the YouTube tutorials, like online tutorials and everything. Also, LMS videos as I told, like so if for me statistics is like easy to grasp.
Easy to grab. So you referred practical statistics book, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay,
It's
wonderful.
very good book. I think like from they are telling how we can implement the statistical concept to a machine learning project. In that book, they are going through like that. So it helped me very well.
Okay, so we'll put that in the references of you mentioned, the practical statistics. Good. So after this Python and statistics, now the machine learning. So machine learning for a lot of the people, it's scary. How did you feel learning machine learning?
It seems to be actually the difficult part in my whole course, like to understand the concepts of machine learning. Even some terms I'm not familiar with some terms, so I'm going through like researching about the terms and so I'm learning so from classroom itself. We are me and my friends are discussing about the same topics and concepts, and also the trainers help me very well with that machine learning concept.
Who was your trainer?
Nikhil sir.
Nikhil. Okay, we
Yeah.
have two Nikhils. Is it Nikhil Nisarg or Nikhil Hegde? You don't know. Okay. All right. The one who come from US. Is that he is the trainer for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Very nice. So they have helped you in the machine learning. Of course, that's their work. And you also said about you studied with your friends, study buddies.
Yes.
Okay. So you're from a classroom branch in Bangalore?
Yeah, sir. Classroom branch. As I told, I relocated to Bangalore and I'm staying near to DataMites.
Okay. So you came from Kerala to Bangalore to study in DataMites.
Yes,
You
sir.
stayed nearby PG, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's serious commitment. So, and it paid well, isn't it? So you managed to transition to your data career much earlier than most of the other people do. Very good. So what are the projects after you complete this? What are the projects? Which project you find it interesting? What are the projects you do in DataMites course?
Yeah, like classification problems they are doing it, like hard prediction, also COVID, like time forecasting type of projects I have done.
You did a time series forecasting for COVID,
Yes, yes,
like estimating the COVID number of cases and stuff.
yes, yes.
Okay, that's what most of the other
Hello.
Oh, is
Hello.
my internet not stable? Okay, that's cool. That's not cool. I'm in office. My internet seems to be not stable. Sorry for that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes.
All right, very good. So you have done a COVID time series prediction. Apart from anything else, anything which is interesting to you? Any other projects you have done?
How this is prediction.
Okay, very good. How many interviews you attended? Have you attended interviews by yourself, or it's purely through DataMites placement service?
DataMites.
Purely from data.
Yeah, it is that only, and this is the very first offer I got. So I tried that.
Oh, is it the first offer?
Yeah, sir. And this is the very first interview which I am attending.
So you should be you're unique a bit, not usual, because people usually fail couple of interviews, then they will pass. So you're saying this is the first interview of you from DataMites placement assistant team, and you made it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you happy with it?
Yeah,
No?
sure.
That's very good. I actually really encourage this attitude. We also have students who they get the offer, but they reject it after all the efforts we put in. Just they want a little more salary or maybe different kind of job. But I strongly suggest all the learners. Well, of course, before attending interview itself, you have to validate the company. If it is not to your expectations, you should not even attempt the interviews. If you attend and they offer, it's always good to accept it. You can work 1.5 year. And of course, after that, the world is yours. You have 1 year experience as data scientist or a data analyst. Then you can choose any job you want. But it's always fair to respect the time of all the people involved in it to take the first offer. I really appreciate you have taken the first offer, first job interview. Yes. I'm very happy for that. Where is the job location?
Whitefield.
In Bangalore?
Yeah, yeah.
When is your joining date?
I joined like 10 days before.
We already joined. How is
Yeah.
the work culture there? You like the company?
Yeah, so they are this is very nice company, and my teammates are really good. And actually, like through work, they are giving me introduction about the company and all now, and the
Oh,
work with which they are dealing with.
it's a working from office.
Yeah,
Which company is it?
Proziod,
Come again?
Proziod Analytics.
Okay. Proziod Analytics.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. I would request DataMites team to put that to reference also in the description. All right. Very good. So there's not much learning from for you as well because you cracked the first interview. So
Yeah.
I would ask the topics discussed in that interview itself. Then how was the interview? Where did you like? How was the interview?
Yeah, like it was very short. Now this interview, like they called me today and tomorrow only they scheduled interview. And for me, it is like a 2 round, and first is the main and important round, and it took around 1 hour to complete. And the second one is like a video assessment round. And first round, they asked me about my educational background and about my skills, which I have gained from DataMites through the data science course and all. And also, they asked about me about my internship period and what I have done with my projects and how the approach which I have chosen to solve the problems and using the large amount of data. And since it is a data analyst role, they focused mainly on my statistical concepts and also EDA part, which I have done in my projects. Like they are asking how we can convert the big, large raw data into a useful information. Also, how to present that in a good way, like that.
Transformation of the
Yeah.
data.
Also about visualization.
Visualization as well. All right. Yeah, true. Because you're as a data analyst, maybe you're not much working with machine learning yet. It'll be more focused on data transformation, visualization of transformation, presenting the data.
About my machine learning algorithms also, which I have implemented.
They also ask that. Okay, good. Because as a data analyst, you might also get into that as a part of your job. But majority of your job is presenting the data in an insightful manner for data. Right?
Yeah, that's why they're more concentrated on this how we can like analyze the data. Mainly, they are asking about
which question you found it tough? What is did you face any tough questions in interview? Any questions which you struggled to answer? Anything like that?
Nothing like they make me very comfortable throughout the interview. Like if I am stuck somewhere, also they will give us hint and they will make they mainly focused on how we are confident enough in what we are known, like the knowledge which we are having. Like that they asked me. That for the interview, that was their attitude. So I told whatever I am having, and they are checking. We are still improving our skills and all like that. So I didn't find that I didn't step in between that interview. So
correct.
Smooth.
It's a good company. So they have been, and also we have a good feedback about the people joining from DataMites to the company as well. So you guys are doing great over there. That's wonderful. And it's also right approach for people who are taking interviews. I always suggest this. I also mentor people who are taking interviews, interview training kind of thing. But I always suggest people not to really look at their coding skills. Some of the interviewers give them a piece of paper and say, write a Python code. That is definitely not a right approach, because nowadays we are not really worried about you're writing a bug-free code. That is definitely not what needs to be checked. What needs to be checked is your concepts of data, statistics, and your analytical skills, and the way you think about transforming the data and presenting it, right?
Yeah.
And more importantly, your learning skills, right? The learning IQ is what we call nowadays. So because the world is changing really fast, you might get new tools. If you understand the basics of statistics, machine learning, Python, and then you have a good learning attitude, then you become a very valuable resource for companies, because they can train you in their own in their own workflows. Very good. How big is your team you're working right now? You already have a team?
Yeah, I'm having a team, and they are giving me introduction about the work which we are dealing with, and like the real work didn't start. They are I need to get some access of their portal and all. After that only the real work will start. But they are giving me introduction and a kind of training.
Okay, wonderful. So your story, it's actually kind of short story. You completed your physics degree, physics, right?
Yeah, sir.
Moved to Bangalore from Kerala, joined DataMites, did about 6 to 7 months training, and then you got placed through DataMites placement service with a data analyst job, and you're happy about it. So that's a good story. That's really nice. Thank you. I don't have any further questions. I think, do you have any, have you referred any other material apart from DataMites? Anything which useful for the people who are listening to us right now?
Like I didn't remember particular name, but like many tutorials, like online tutorials are available.
Online tutorials from?
Like we can just find by googling that if we, like I told now, like some particular if we are having some particular terms also we are having doubts, so just googling that and we'll researching about that. So like that I'm continuously doing, and single material like I don't know statistics many books I have before. Other than that, like every YouTube videos.
Good. So we are in a world of information. So YouTube has a lot of videos. What is more important is not getting lost, trying to drift from the syllabus, staying within the syllabus, checking the same topics you're learning again in the YouTube and blogs is one of the very important aspect for learning. As I always say, stick to the syllabus, because if you want to learn everything in data analysis or data science, it's a ocean, and you might actually end up spending years. What is more important is to learn things which is relevant for the industry for now, which is limited topics. Learn it well and present it well, get into the job. When you get into the job, the first project you do will give you a lot of exposure. You understand the business value you add to the companies. Then from there, if you're interested in a new topic, you can always switch to the topic and learn further. Very good. That's all from my side, Sherin. I'll see if any questions. DataMites team, you can pull in the questions from, this is right now streamed in YouTube and LinkedIn as well, I guess, Facebook as well. So we'll see we're getting questions from other channels. My internet is again unstable. That's bad. All right. So I have a question from Basavaraj G from YouTube. So the question is, the knowledge of business intelligence is required for data analyst, or the company will be giving training? So he's asking, do you need a BI tool knowledge to apply for data analyst role? BI is mostly Tableau, and I think Tableau is a part of your syllabus, right?
Yeah, sir.
So the question is, he's asking whether, at least from your experience, do you think you need to learn the Tableau before you go to the jobs, or they will train you? Is that the question?
No, like definitely we need at least some basics idea, so that when they're training, we need to grasp the thing so easily. We didn't get much time to, after we get into job, we didn't get much time to refer from basics, and also we need basics. We need
to answer the question, you need to have a prior knowledge about BI tools.
Yeah, and after that, they will train us more about what they need, like relating to our core work. About that only they will start training, and they won't teach us from the basics.
Yeah, I agree with Sherin. You need to have a prior knowledge, and that's one of the things they're checking in the interviews, Basavaraj. Okay, others can also ask questions. You can put it in the Q&A section. I already have 7 questions. Let me take one by one. 1 second. All right, so I'm going to Q&A section. I'll take certain questions. So there's some question about the package. It is 3 to 5 lakhs. Being a beginner, I answered it already. Anonymous attendee, I'm from physics background. So this is anonymous attendee like your background, physics background, and I have mathematics and statistics in my first year. Second year, I'm able to join the data. Okay, so she's saying that she's a student now. She's in first year, and the second year is I'm able to join. Okay, so she's asking, can I join this career? I'll paraphrase it. So she actually has a mathematics and statistics in first and second year. She's a physics graduate. Will you be able to join this course is what she's asking.
Yeah, so sure. As I told, since we are having mathematics and statistics, it will be really easy to understand through numbers, because here also we are dealing mainly with the calculations and numbers, and also it seems to be like, even though we are not having programming experience, like knowledge that much, we are able to understand the concept. So it will be really helpful. Like we know statistics and the mathematical concepts.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. I have a question from Mohammed. As a beginner to become a data analyst, how do I start? It's again a very open question. It's exactly your story, right? So, Mohammed, I would, maybe you can answer, Sherin. As a beginner, how do I become a data analyst? Where do I start? Is what the question is from Ismail.
Yeah, like actually for me also not having any idea how to start and what to learn, all the skills are needed. Actually, DataMites helped me through this all things. So through their curriculum, like from basics Python to advanced level, also right from statistics basics to advanced level, and also while doing internship projects, we are getting more exposure to this field. Like we are having more doubts on even Python statistics, machine learning. We are learning while doing internship and projects, because they will got to know like how we need to implement our knowledge in something. So, like I'm telling, like DataMites only helped me through this journey, like how to start and how to progress this journey.
Good. So, how to start? Find a good institute, good training,
Yeah, sure.
and that will be a good point, right? Thank you. I have a question from Hari. His question is, how many rounds will be there for data analysts? It really depends on the company. Sherin, you can share your experience.
Yeah, it depends on company, and maybe I think the same role for somebody, they are doing like 3 to 4 rounds. As I told, I am having only 2 rounds, but my first round was very lengthy and very detailed one. So maybe for some others, they will split them into like 2, 3 rounds. Like first, they will ask about ourselves, our skills, and then maybe in second round only they will test how much we know about each skills and all. For me, it is only like 2 rounds. In first round only, they completed the skills, and they asked many questions. Also, I want to add something. Like in first round, also they are asking me more questions about Excel, like how if I'm having any prior Excel knowledge, like we look up by pivot table, how to present the data in terms of like visualization and all. How can we use Excel like that? Also, they asked me for the first round. And some mathematics also, like aptitude level mathematics also they ask. So it depends. For some others, it will be like different rounds. For me, it is only like one lengthy round. And after that, a video assessment second round.
Precisely said. Nothing to add. Thank you, Sherin. Question from AF. I don't know his full name. Whether SQL knowledge is required.
Yeah, it is required. Even for me also, they ask me.
Okay. SQL is very important.
Yeah,
That's where you get the data from your databases. So you need to have the knowledge about querying the data, getting the data what you want from the databases. So SQL knowledge is very important. Another question from anonymous attendee. I want to ask, what would be the perfect laptop for data science or data analyst? Can you suggest a good configuration? Hey, I can do that. You can go with anything with i5 plus with 9th generation Intel. Any Mac should be doing it. Specifically, a lot of things we are doing right now, we are doing on cloud, right? So your laptop configuration, anything above decent is actually good enough. To put it in that way, you can go for i5, 9th generation plus, anything for Intel. For Mac, most of the laptop configuration is fine, okay? A question from Anand. He's a fresher. So what kind of salaries we can expect? I already answered this question. It can vary from 3 to 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs for data analyst, 4 to 7, 8 lakhs for data scientist. Even some freshers even got 8, 9 lakhs. But I always insist, like people who are asking this is only your beginning salary, right? So what does it mean is after 1 year, I keep saying it in all the success stories, your employer should be worried about your salary hike, not you, because you can easily double your salary or even triple if you have 1 year of valid, good experience in a company. So your starting salary should not be a concern. Take a decent number, that's good. Anything around 5 lakhs plus or minus 3, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs is a good number to start with, because this is not like, you're not going to stay in this for more than 1 year, right? So I have another question for from another anonymous attendee. Machine learning is machine learning mandatory for data analyst? Sherin.
Yeah, as I told, they didn't stick me more on like they asked me about machine learning concepts and all, but they didn't like mostly they are going through like how we are analyzing that data, like how we are getting that insights and how we are presenting them in like reports or visualizations and all. They are not looking for to make predictive models. Like they will check if we are having knowledge and all, but they are not in application level. They are not asking much about how we are making predictive models and how the hyperparameters are affecting like that. They did not.
They didn't go into details of machine learning.
Yeah.
Usually it's optional, depends on your work, definitely, because data analyst can also do a predictive models. But 70-80% cases, you may not really, they don't expect a machine learning knowledge. That's from my knowledge. Okay. I have another question about, will the companies be flexible with 3 months notice and all? I think I can answer that. Depends on the company. Some companies want immediately if they have a project. If they are building up a center of excellence, they don't mind giving 3 months notice, like 3 months, So it really depends on not just a company, the current job opportunity they have. Certain job opportunity, the project is already live, they expect you to join, right? Some companies build a team. For them, notice period is not a problem, okay? I have a question from Adam Didaw. As a beginner, which data analyst, which one, data analysis or data science, where I can start? Okay, so you want to take that, Sherin? Which is recommended? It's really subject, it depends. You can tell your experience, Sherin.
Yeah, like both are good, like based on like our skills and all, how we are developing our skills, and it depends on the opportunity which we are getting.
Okay.
So both are like related to data science anyways. We can choose it's up to us. So I don't.
Very good answer. Nothing to add. Thank you. Priyadarshini has a question. I have 5.7 years of experience in operation. I know basics of Excel, Power BI. How many weeks will it take me to learn complete course and face review? She is asking in weeks. Okay. You want to take that? Sure, you already knows Power BI, which is one of the tools like Tableau, Power BI, the two popular BI tools. How long it will take? I can take that. Is essentially 3 months to 5 months minimum, right? Ideally, what we say is 6 months, but 3 to 5 months is minimum, Priyadarshini, okay? If you want to properly learn and transition. As Sherin says, once you join a job, you will get a very less opportunity to learn because you are, you have deliverables, right? You don't have time to learn. Not just time, your motivation as well. You are already working. So it's always better to learn things before you step into the job when you're transitioning to a different career. Okay. So I would say take 5 to 6 months time and learn thoroughly before you get into a different career, data science career or data analytics career. Okay. So Harish says, what are the types of data? It's not an interview, Harish. I can tell you what types of data, but I'm going to pass that question. Anonymous attendee, how much Python coding knowledge is sufficient for data analyst job? Sherin.
Yeah, we need a Python as well as SQL knowledge.
Essential Python.
Yeah.
Structured language, that's all. You don't have to really worry about OOPS concepts and all the exception handling. No. Essential Python is required for writing the scripts. Gautam has a question. Gautam Gadwe. Hello, ma'am. Congratulations. Congrats. When did you started interview process after completing 5 projects in DataMites or after 2 projects? So she started while she is doing the phase 3. Sherin, you can explain that.
Yeah, like after, like while doing internship projects, I attended mock interview and I cleared that. Then they started placement team start considering me for placements. And this, as I told, this is the very first opportunity which I got, and I cleared that. So it happened like very fast, like in short span of time. So after, like while doing internship projects only, I got that.
Yeah, this is becoming a phenomenon now. A lot of people before the course completion or DataMites team, I should appreciate the placements team. They are able to place them while in the course itself. So for Sherin, it's the same experience. I have a question from another anonymous attendee asking, what did they ask in the second round?
Second round is mainly about data analyst work. What we think like a data analyst will do. Like they are checking how our knowledge in data analytics also. Also, they are. I think it is like video assessment round. So mainly they checking like how we are presenting us or our communication. Everything we are checking, and also like what all will be the tasks or roles which we need to fulfill. About that, we need to get some questions, and within that stipulated time, they will present some question, and I will answer like in video. I'll present that like that only second.
Thank
But
you.
firstly, like first round only very important, and like one-to-one interaction. With,
They'll check all the technical knowledge in first.
Yeah, in first round.
Yeah. A question from Girish talking about deep learning. I'm going to skip it because deep learning is not relevant for data analysts, not required. Is that correct, Sherin?
Yeah, yes.
All right. So I have a question from Norvin Pinto. He is a diploma mechanical engineering background. Am I able to join data science course, data analyst course? I can answer. Sherin, you can as well. Is your background really matters is the question?
No, absolutely no. Like as I told, it is like mainly most of data science careers like are freshers from different backgrounds. They are developing their skills through like courses and all. So we can join to a course, and after that we can into that. And our as I told, my physics background, like I'm dealing with numbers, and also it will be really helpful. And if you are having some programming language prior knowledge, it will be helpful. But it is not at all necessary to have this all things. If we are very fresher from different background, also they are teaching us from the very basic things to advanced level, so we can learn and we can like grow in this field.
Right. So Norvin Pinto, as Sherin says, the background does not matter. What matters is your skills. And if you focus, when you join the course, if you focus on your syllabus, you put enough effort and time in learning them properly, then you should be able to transition smoothly. Right. Thank you. I have another question from other social media channels, I guess. How many months buffer did Sherin have for joining the company after the offer was placed? Did you understand the question, Sherin?
Yeah, like about for me, just like immediate joining. So after interview next week, I join.
Yeah, it depends. So if she's a fresher, she's available, she joined, but normally 1 month buffer you will have if you want to sort out your own personal things. That is very common. And if you are really good, experienced, skilled person, you can wait for more than 1 month. That's not a problem. So another question from Adam. Again, he's from Somalia. Which one do you recommend? Classroom training or online training? So she is from classroom training, so she will not be knowing about online training. But DataMites has about 70% of the learners are online across the world. So we have a very good presence in US, UK, Africa, even the forward countries, Australia. All of them are getting trained on online, and the placement records are very similar. So both are equally good, Adam. But if you're in this location, if you can drop by, because DataMites have at least 10 cities presence where they have classrooms, multiple places in India, all the tier 1 cities in India. They have their physical classrooms, their offices over there. So if you happen to be in one of the cities which has DataMites, then of course, classroom you could actually opt. And I should also say there are people from abroad where we don't have a presence coming to India, staying here and studying, like what she has done coming from Kerala. We also have a lot of people coming from other countries, neighboring countries, especially Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and other countries, also from African countries, coming here with a visa for 6 months, studying here, classroom, and then going back to the country. So that is also a feasible option. I have a question from Shrishikesh Acharya. Hey, Sherin Ashok, sir. Are the doctors with a data science background eligible for the role, and also explain the kind of roles people healthcare? Yeah, so we have trained 25 doctors till now. I was involved in it. These doctors are very seniors, 20 years of experience into practice. and they want to move into more healthcare analytics. So this is what I know. I know myself, DataMites have trained nearly 25 doctors, senior doctors, and they help them to move into data analytics. This happened between 2020 to 2022, 2 years, right? So, and I don't know the current stats, but usually we'll have a lot of doctors joining the courses because healthcare analytics is an amazing field. So if you are interested into more healthcare analytics, then having like practice dealing with the patients, then yes, this is something which you can look into. And we have a lot of experience in training doctors. Healthcare analytics, Hrithikesh, that's the role they move into. They can also go into clinical research and stuff. All of them requires data science, machine learning. I have another question from another, I guess, YouTube or LinkedIn. Is there any age limit to learn data science? Okay, that's a good question. I never had this question before. Will they also get some good job opportunities, placements in India or abroad too? So I don't know what age you are talking about. So typically data scientists from very freshers to a very senior people do it because there are different levels of jobs. If you are a very senior with 20 years experience, you could become a practice head or something like that, right? Based on your experience and seniority, you might get into a different levels within the data science vertical. So to answer your question, yes, age should not be a limit. It is much more flexible than any other domain you could think of. I have a question from Onti Retse Isaac. His question is it possible to get an online job as a data analyst? I'll take that question, Sherin. Yes, it depends on the company you're working for. Most companies are working from home, working from office now, but there are still a lot of companies working from home. So those could be online jobs. And if you want to become a freelancer, yes, there is a lot of opportunity for data analyst as a freelancer. One last question we have: does online offline students have the same rate of success getting placed? It's a question for me then. Yes, more or less the same. I would say it's I have to look into the numbers. It's more or less same. The classroom people have the benefit of interacting with the trainers in person, so they have more interactions. But online, they get the recorded sessions. So it's more flexible. So even if you miss any classes, you can always fall back to the recordings of the classes. Over that, there is a numerous, revision sessions and doubt clear sessions being conducted. It's unlimited. So if you have a right attitude for learning, if you can spend about 4 hours to 5 hours a day, the mode of training does not matter. But I personally prefer offline. So I'm an offline guy. So, all right. I think we are done with the question and also the time. 40 minutes is near. DataMites team, if you have any questions from, I have questions from LinkedIn. All right. So we have a LinkedIn question from Rishabh, LinkedIn. There any age bar for, okay, so this has already been asked. So not really. Is there any age bar to enter a data analyst field? What do you think, Sherin?
No.
Yeah, so
it is, as we told, it is depending on our skills and our mindset to learn and to do more things.
All right. So I have a question from Ali Mosia. Is there any difference between data science and data analytics? Yes. Data science gets into more technical, more machine learning. Data analytics stay with advanced statistical techniques. They also use machine learning, but less coding. Data science goes into more unstructured data analysis, more machine learning, more coding. Apart from that, the goal and the purpose remains same for both data science and data analytics. Anand has a question. What do you say about career in upcoming years as AI is covering everything? Well, AI is a tool. Anand, I can take the question, Sherin. So AI is a tool, whereas data analysts, data scientists are essentially roles. So these guys will be using AI as a tool. So if AI is covering everything, so essentially we will have more jobs because we are the people who are going to use AI as a tool. I have a question from LinkedIn again from Sharmila. How to switch research analyst to data analyst? What skills will we need? Any want to take that question? Switching from research analyst to data analyst. I'll take it. So as a research analyst, you already have a very good idea about research methodology, the hypothesis testing, quantitative, qualitative, you understand the statistics, you understand normal distribution and all the statistical concepts, right? So only thing you need to know is statistical techniques to analyze the data from a business perspective. All right. So the transition will be much more smoother when compared to other domains. So I would say someone joining from research analyst, they already have all the knowledge. So it'll be easy for them to shift. You need to learn Python. You need to know other concepts, including data analysis and a bit of machine learning to transition to data analyst. The questions not seeming to be stopping. So I'll take another 3-4 questions and then we'll stop. I have a question from, again, LinkedIn, Rahul from LinkedIn. For a BA graduate, will it be tough? Sherin, will it be tough for a BA graduate to transition to data analyst job?
No, as I told, you can choose a good institute and a good curriculum to start with from basics. And from there, we can learn and we can improve our skills and through constant practice on the things which we are learning. I think it is able to do, like for everyone.
Okay.
It will be, some mathematical concepts we need to also with programming. We need to learn statistical concepts.
I agree with you and nothing to add. Thank you, Sherin. Kumar Anish has a question also from LinkedIn. Which course is better for a fresher to start with? Yeah. Okay. So it depends on your ambition, Anish, right? So if you have more time, you can even try for AI engineer, which is more than a year course. Data science is about 8 months. And then, she is lucky that she got placed even before the course. Typically, I would say 8 to 9 months takes for the transition. Data analyst requires less machine learning. So maybe a few months less, right? It depends on your passion, your current skills and capabilities, and your goal, your ambition, career ambition. So I would say start with data science course to give a simple answer. Okay. All right, let me pick some questions. Now we have a lot of questions. Another question from LinkedIn, from Soumya Darshan from LinkedIn. Data storytelling and API knowledge, is it required? Is it required to have a knowledge about data storytelling on API knowledge? Do you have that, Sherin? Storytelling is essentially presenting the data, right? In a way that you understand it. So when you present in your dashboards and reports, that's nothing but your storytelling, right? API knowledge, like application program interface, which is used to, you deploy an application. So Soumya, I can take that question. You don't need that. That is more goes into ML engineer or the people who are in the deployment levels. You do not have to worry about it. At least not for data analyst. Okay, I have some thank you from many people. It's our pleasure. I have one question again from LinkedIn. His name is Pawan Kumar from LinkedIn. I was also a student of DataMites once upon a time. Thank you, Ashok sir. And okay, so this is just a compliment. Thank you very much, Pawan. Someone from Pakistan. Okay, very good. All right, so we have 3 questions in here. I think first one is answered. Okay, this is also answered. After course completion of CDS, placement will be sure. Punarvita. So the question is, do you guarantee the placement? So I want to take this opportunity to say that no one guarantees any placements, right? And there is a lot of buzz in the market, like 100% guarantee and stuff. If someone says it, please don't believe it. I believe in more learning, right? And most of the people transition to this career, right? It's a matter of, is it 6 months or 8 months or 1 year? Sometimes people take 14 months, 15 months. A placement guarantee, someone is looking for placement guarantee, it is illogical, actually. So you should look for the good trainers and the placement of the people who have done, and like what are the profiles and stuff like that. So don't believe in the placement guarantee because it really falls on you. Having said that, especially for data science and data analyst kind of roles, there are millions of jobs in the market. Even if you do a decent work of learning basics, right, and be presentable yourself, you should be able to get into the job for sure. That much I can tell, right? Guarantee, I don't think anyone can give guarantee to anything nowadays. How many months of joining it will the internship start? Internship will start. Sherin, you can take that question.
Yeah,
How much time?
After 3 months classroom training, and after that we'll allocate with the internship first.
Now we moved to 4 months because the course itself has extended. We have added a few more things. So now after 4 months of your phase 2, you will get into internship mode, and that will continue for another 3 to 4 months. Yep. Thank you very much. We have completed all the questions. I hope this is helpful. To the general learners, data science and data analysts from 2016 or 2017, when we predicted, we thought 2022 or 23 will be like there is a saturation going to come. But positively surprised that this field is not about not even near to the saturation. We have close to 70-80% year-on-year increase in terms of job opportunities and the adoption of these fields in the companies. So it is still in a very high growth area. It will stay for another 3 to 5 years as high growth area. So we have a lot of opportunities in it. Like who wants to transition to data science and data analyst career? This is the right time for it. And we'll be always happy to help you with all the information. We have much more questions coming in, but I think we had taken enough questions. I thank you very much, Sherin, for sharing your insights, and also all the best for your job moving forward. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Also, I'm taking this opportunity to thank you and entire DataMites team. Also, my trainers, my friends, and my special thanks to Patty. We can't forget them. They are very sincerely helping me for even making my resume to get placed. They are still with me, and they are available in the whole time when I need a simple help. Also, they are with me. So they really help me so much in this time. So really thanks.
PAT is a short abbreviation of Placement Assistance Team within DataMites, headed by Farzana as a placement officer and Shali as one of the placement officer. I also thank them very much for helping the DataMites students to get the higher placements. Thank you all, and I wish you everyone in this session a very good luck in your data science or data analyst journey. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye. Thank you, Sherin. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.